Good day everyone, my name is Robert Kawalya and we are going to look at the Oracle database. But what is Oracle? Oracle is a database management software that is widely used by different companies or different organizations. So it is all about dealing with data, and data is stored in a database. A database is a collection of rows and columns. So if you combine the columns and rows, and that's what we call a table. So in the database, we find tables, and in this presentation specifically, we are going to look at retrieving data. Where are you retrieving data from? Data is retrieved from different tables that you have. So assuming you want data about employees, where do you go specifically? So you go into your database and you look at that table where you have that information from. So retrieving data, it's all about getting data from the database, and it is also important in case you want to produce some reports. That is retrieving data from the database. You want to know which employees do you have, how much they earn. And in retrieving data, we use the select keyword. So what are the considerations in retrieving data? You must know the table names. And how do you know the table names? Assuming you want to get some results for about employees, and then which table, and then if you're new in the organization and you don't know the tables, how do you go there? So this is what we're going to see specifically. But to understand or to know the table names, we use the tab view. So we shall be able to see that. How do you use the tab view to see the different tables you have in the database? And also you must be able to know the column names. Earlier I said a table is a collection of rows and columns. So you must be knowing the columns. So assuming you want the first name, last name of employees, you want to know the job titles of employees. Those are the columns. And then also you must know the structure. You must ensure that the table names and column names are correct. If not, you will not be able to get what you want. So this is what we're going to be looking at specifically. How do you retrieve data from a database? And I'm using Oracle 11G. So to go there, what you do, I'm going to click on the Windows key or the Start menu. I'm going to click there and I type SQL Plus or SQL Plus and I press enter. So I'm going to use a default user account known as HR, but initially after installing the Oracle database for the first time, it is always locked, so you have to unlock it. I think mine is locked, so it is asking me to enter the username. It is unlocked, so if I put the username as HR and I put the password it is HR, and I press enter, so I'm connected. Now I'm going to show you how do you unlock the Oracle the HR user account in case it is locked. First of all, for you to unlock or to lock the user any other account in the database, you must be the administrator of that database. So I'm going to log into an administrator by simply saying connect. I'm using an administrative account known as system, but you can use sys. Sys, it is SYS. I'm going to use system. This is a default username or user account, system, and it is administrative. After, I'm going to click enter and put the password. My password, it is 1234568. Yeah, when you're installing, you can be able to change the password or to put any password that you want for your database. Okay, so I'm connected as an administrator. So I want to first lock this HR account. At first it was saying that I'm connected, so mine was unlocked. So I'm connected as the system administrator, so I'm going to first lock it. To lock any account as an administrator, you say alter user, then which user account it is, HR, then identified by, and then there you put the password. This is the authentication method, and it is password authentication, identified by the HR, which is the password. So the user account or the username, it is HR, and the password, it is also HR. So if we say identified by the password, so you must put the password of that user. If you don't know it as an administrator, there are other privileges or other ways that you can be able to do that. But this is the good way of doing it. So I alter user HR identified by HR. So what do you want to do? I want to lock the account first. Account lock, and you must close. It's like you're writing a statement, an English statement. So you must end with a full stop. So this is how we terminate the statement. So whenever you complete a statement, you have to terminate it. Those are the syntax. The syntax is in Oracle, and it uses what we call the SQL language. So you must be able to understand the rules. So after that, I'm going to press enter. So it is saying user altered. That means the HR account is locked. So let me see if I try to connect. So assuming you're installing it for the first time, put the password, which is HR. So it is saying the account is locked. So this is how it will appear, or this is what you'll get for the first time after installing the Oracle database. In case you want to connect to the HR account, it will say warning, you are no longer connected to Oracle. So I want to unlock. That means I have to first connect as the administrator, connect system. So I'm using an administrative account, connect system, and then the password, it is 1234568. So whenever you're installing, you can be able to change password. Okay, I think I'm done with that. So I want to unlock the HR account. So I'll say alter user HR identified by HR account unlock. Okay, user altered. Now let me connect again as HR, connect HR stroke HR. So the username is HR, and then the password, it is HR. Okay, now I'm connected. So let's go back to retrieving data. If you're retrieving data in the database, you must be able to understand the table or the tables in the database. So assuming you want employee names in the database, how do you get to know that I can be able to get the employee names from this table called maybe employees or anything? So to see all the tables in database, it is very simple. What you do, you just put this SQL statement or SQL statement, which is select star. Star means all. Select star. So I'm saying select. So I'm using select because I said whenever you're retrieving information from database, when you're using SQL, you start with the select keyword. Select star. Star means select all. from. I said whenever I want to be able to understand the different tables or to know the different tables database, you use the tab view. So just select start from tab. There I'll be able to get all the tables. So I said you must terminate every statement for it to be able, like for it to be executed. So select start from tab and then you terminate. So terminating is this how we terminate. We use semicolon, and that means you have ended your what? Your statement. So you are able to see that there are different T name, those are table names. You can be able to see that we have countries, we have departments, we have employees, employee details view, we have jobs, we have job history, we have locations. So these are the tables in HR user account. So you can have different user account database. So in case you can be able to use either, or you can be able to create any user account as an admin. So it is not limited to HR. So that doesn't guarantee that in every database you must find HR. So this is just a default user account just for learners. And let's see, in case you want to understand which columns. So I said for you to retrieve information, maybe employee names, so you must understand the table structure. So assuming I'm expecting employee names to be in under this table called employees. So if I want to see the structure of it, I will use the describe keyword. Describe a table called employees. Make sure the name is correct for employees or for any table. So to know the structure of any table, we use the describe keyword. Okay, after you terminate. So you can be able to see in this table, we have the employee ID, employee's first name, employee's last name, email, phone number, hire date, job ID, salary, commission PCT, manager ID, and the department ID. So this is how you can be able to describe any table. So assuming you want to describe a table called departments, I would say describe departments. Make sure the name is what is okay. Okay, so you are able to see that in departments table, I have the department ID, department name, manager ID, and the location ID. So that's how you can be able to understand the table structure, which columns are there. And then, assuming in this table called employees, I'm interested in knowing the first name, last name, and the salary for each employee. So there, what I'll do, I'll just say, I'll still use the select keyword. I'll just say select first name, the way it is in the database, no spacing. There you just use what you call the underscore. The underscore, it is here. First name, comma, last name, comma, salary from employees. So now you are seeing the from keyword. So the from keywords enables us to specify, or like for us to be able to fetch data. They are from, like we say, select first name, last name. So these are the column names, and then we say from employees. So this enables us, it is also a keyword that enables us to choose any table that you want, depending on the results that you want to be able to get and where. And I'll just select first name, last name, salary from employees, and then I'll terminate by closing my statement and press enter. So you are able to see this Timothy gets this there. This is Timothy's what salary and others. Okay, that's how you can be able to get to know the last name, first name. So this is retrieving information. Assuming you want to be able to get all the records in employees table. So remember I said the word star or the asterisk means all. So I'll just say select all. It is the asterisk star from, I'll specify that table, then which table it is, employees. So this is going to retrieve everything in the employees table, including the phone number, including the hire date. Yeah, as you can see. So, and then let's describe maybe, or let's select the first name and maybe salary. Want to know the first name and salary for all employees. So just select first name, comma salary from employees table, and then I'll terminate. So assuming in my results I don't want this name, first name, I don't want it to be there. I just want it to be name. Okay, there I use what we call column alias. And that is what we use a keyword known as. Let's dive in and see how we can be able to use the column alias. Column alias, for it doesn't change the records, but it can just format or change the column name. Okay, so assuming like some people, they don't want to be able to see first name or anything, so that's when we use the column alias. So you can, if it was an email address, so you can be having a column name as email address. So what if I want email just? Okay, so there, how do you use the column alias? Just select, then what are you what do you want? We want the first name, then as uh, name. I don't want first name, but it is so important to put it in the new name, to put it, and the new column name to put it under double quotes, comma, salary from employees. So you are able to see that it has changed from first name to name. Okay, so this was the statement that I issued. Select first name as, into double quotes, name, comma, salary from employees. But the word as, at some point, it is not necessary. So if I just say select first name, select first name into double quotes, and I put the word name, comma, salary, will I be able to get the results? Let's say that. Yes. So what if I don't put it under double quotes, and I just say, maybe if I just say select first name as name, what will happen? So what if it is in what, in small letters, and I want it to be in capital? So and I say as as name. Want to see if there is a difference. So it will not change. Hope you're now getting the difference. So if you put it under double quotes like this, I want this to be here. If I put it into double quotes, you're able to see that it doesn't change. So at some point, as a common area, cannot it is sometimes optional. So let's catch up in the next video, and thank you so much for listening to me.